Welcome to Property Focus. I'm your host, Peter Ngigi. Today we're diving into the vital topic of affordable housing. With a growing youth population and increasing urban settlements, the demand for housing and accessible housing is at an all-time high. Joining us is Sheila, Waweru, the CEO of the Affordable Housing Board, who will guide us on how you can seize these incredible housing opportunities. Let's get started. And welcome to Property Focus.
Thank you very much.
Briefly introduce yourself.
I'm Sheila Waweru. I'm the acting CEO of the Affordable Housing Board. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. What's the mandate for the board?
The board is actually a state corporation. Came to be in March of 2024, that's last year, through the Affordable Housing Act of 2024. And the main mandate of this board is to oversee the development and management of affordable housing, social housing, institutional housing, as well as associated social and physical infra in Kenya. And secondly, the board is mandated to also manage the Affordable Housing Fund, which is which was also established by the same act and is the one that sustains or funds all these developments that are going on. Yes.
All right. So there are many definitions. What then constitutes for an affordable house?
Okay.
Yes. According to you, your definition.
Yes. There is the definition that is commonly used that an affordable house is a house that you can pay within 30% of your income. For the affordable housing program, what we refer to as an affordable house is we have three categories. So we have a social housing unit for persons who are earning below 20,000 Kenya shillings. We have an affordable house. They're all affordable, but that one is for persons earning between 20,000 and 149,000. And then you have affordable middle class. For persons earning above 149,000. And as per our act, there is also affordable rural housing. This is for persons who not managed to be allocated a house because there was an oversubscription for the unit they were interested in. So you can apply for an affordable loan of up to 4 million to develop a house somewhere. We call it rural because we understand that we have Kenyans who may want actually to build on their own land. So you can access an affordable loan to do that, up to 4 million Kenya shillings. Yes.
So it's good you've distinguished between the three categories.
Yes.
Now, in terms of processes, there's an investor who's watching and they would like to invest. What would the process look like?
Okay, so if you're coming in terms of investment as an investor, one, you could be coming either as a homeowner. For your individual house, it's an investment, but as well you could be coming to finance development. So within our act, the first schedule, we do have 8 implementing agencies, and one of those is the private sector. So if you're an investor, you come on board, we have development guidelines for affordable housing. So they'll outline the typologies that we have, the sizes of the units, what quality we require, and so on. So if you come and develop the same within those guidelines, and you're willing to have those units sold off at our pricing guidelines, then we can offtake those units from you. So of course, with the levy being that, yes, we are collecting, it may seem like a lot of money, but it's not enough to enable us to put up the 200,000 units per year target for affordable housing. So having investors come on board, whereby they are able to come in and put in their money, and we offtake the units from them at the end. For us, it's something that we are welcoming so much. So that is an opportunity that is out there.
In terms of the processes of, let's say, a buyer for property, what would that process look like from scratch, right from the beginning?
Yes. So we have the homeowner journey. So for all Kenyans, first there is an issue of eligibility. Eligibility for you to get a house under this program is that, one, you must be a Kenyan. who has attained 18 years, so therefore you have Kenyan ID. You must have a KRA PIN, and then we expect you to be a complying taxpayer, so a valid TCC. So with that, then you're able to get opportunity to own a home. So our home ownership is through a housing portal we call the Waweru portal. It's housed on eCitizen, just as all other government services. And for you to be able to access the portal, you can go through the eCitizen, or you can log on to www.waweru.go.ke. You can also dial *832#. So when you get onto the portal, then you register, you give in your information that will be requested, and then you activate your account. Once you activate, and activating means you pay 200 shillings, which go to your savings, savings for your home.
Yes.
So once you have registered onto this portal, you're able to see the projects that you are building.
Yes.
So you can see where the projects are, what typologies are there, what are the prices. As you register, you also provide your income information regarding your income. So yes, so you can see which houses out of all those projects, which houses are available to you. Remember I mentioned about the 3 categories. So the house has to be within what you earn, So once you're able to see what is available to you, then you select a preferred unit, and you can own a home anywhere in this country. So I can be living in Nairobi and I want my retirement home in Embu, So I can select a project in Embu. And then once you do that, and you select the specific typology, maybe it's a 3-bedroom house or 3 million Kenya shillings, you are required to raise a deposit, 10% deposit. So with that, then you start saving, still on the portal, and there are various savings options, payment options. You can use M-Pesa, you can pay through banks, and so on. There are various options, and you're allowed to raise your deposit however long you need to. If you have the money, put it all in at once, that's fine. If you want to keep on putting in maybe 1,000 every week, until you get to your 10% deposit. For social housing category, the persons I mentioned who earn 20,000 and below, there is the option to apply for deposit assistance. So this is an affordable loan that you get from the board, just to help, give some cushioning for the persons who are within that category. You will still, of course, it contributes to your 10% of the house, so you will need to pay for it. But that is available to them. So as long as you've raised your 10% deposit, then on the same portal, you get opportunity to apply for the home. So that becomes available to you. So there is a form that will request various information points from you, your income, your living situation, if you're a person living with disability, and so on, and information that also enables us to assess you for that home. So once you do that and you're able to complete the application process, then we as the board are able to assess you based on the information that you have provided. And then from that, you're able to see then who can get allocated a house, and those ones maybe who have not been able, have not or are not successful in being allocated a house. And then from that point, we offer you an offer letter, still on the same portal, and then from there we are able to close out the entire process. Paying for these houses, you'll have 3 options which you'll indicate during your application process. You can pay either through outright cash purchase, you can pay through affordable mortgages, which are at 3% for the social category, 6% for the affordable category, and 9% for the affordable middle class.
Interesting.
With a tenure of up to 30 years.
Interesting.
And then you can also purchase the houses through tenant purchase scheme. So for that, once you put up your 10%, then you'll pay up the rest of the amount over a period of 30 years or less at the same interest rates. So once that is provided, then we are able to close out the sale based on your payment method, and then we get you the keys to your house.
Amazing.
Yes.
3%.
3%. Believe that.
Super.
3%.
That's the first of its kind.
Yes.
Accessible to the public.
Accessible to the public.
Absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Hold on to that thought. We're going to take a commercial break. When we're back, we've got more with Sheila. Stay tuned. And welcome back. If you're just joining us here at Property Focus, we've got the CEO of the Affordable Housing Board, Ms. Sheila Waweru. Welcome, Sheila.
Thank you very much, Peter.
How are you doing?
Very good.
Now, for anybody who's wondering, government is not known to prudently utilize funds. How do you ensure that the deposits that are being brought in are being efficiently used?
So we are collecting the levy, public funds, and of course, we are mandated to ensure that they're well managed. One, KRA is the collector on our behalf. So that ensures that one, they are able to ensure we're collecting what we should be collecting. Secondly, is to ensure that because they are government and they are a collector for several agencies and so on, we are sure we get what is required to be received by us as a board. Secondly, our accounts for the levy are held by at the Central Bank of Kenya fully, so there is sight of government and there is oversight and monitoring of how those funds are utilized. Thirdly, is that as a government agency, we are tied by various regulations, various legislations around how to manage and oversight public funds. So that is very key. And that means anything that we do is approved, must be approved by the National Treasury, including our budgets. They are approved by the board, but they must be ultimately approved by the National Treasury to ensure that what we are going to spend these funds for is just what the board is mandated to do. And that is what we have been doing. So our finances, other than what is within the Act for administration fees in terms of what goes to the board and what goes to KRA as our collector, everything else goes to development. And all these projects are either affordable housing projects, social, institutional, or associated social and physical infra, which includes markets, which includes maybe access roads to this project, which includes educational facilities, health facilities that support this project. So that is where all the finances go to. And on top of that, of course, internally, we have officers who are specialists within those areas that look into issues of fund management. And we also engaged and sought support even from various experts on the scene. So we are putting in all measures to ensure that the funds are utilized for what is the fund or the board is mandated to do with those funds, and there is proper oversight of the same.
All right, all right. Let's talk about sectional property titles. Is everybody getting one?
Yes. So these developments are funded by the levy or off-taken by the levy. Most of the projects, right now, almost all, are being implemented on government land, be it national government or county government land. And then once the projects are completed, they are transferred to the board. So, and then when that happens, we process sectional titles for each and every unit that is going to be developed. And once we do that and the units are also bought off, of course, the Sectional Properties Act comes into play, and we'll have management companies whereby each unit owner is a shareholder that will take over in terms of management of those properties. So we will be processing sectional titles for each and every single unit. So you as a Kenyan, once you buy a unit, then you'll eventually have a title in your name for that specific unit. Yes.
Let me just throw a spanner in the works because, there's social housing, there's the affordable housing. Are you required to have your own lawyer, or the lawyers will be provided by the government? How does that work?
Okay. So remember I mentioned there are various ways of owning these homes. So there's cash purchase, there's TPS, there is also affordable mortgages or affordable home loans. So for the affordable home loans, we are working with financial institutions. So at that point, of course, towards the closure, it is a transaction between you and the financial institution. So at that point, we do have, the financial institution has its lawyers. As a board, we'll also have our own lawyers to help us in terms of processing the entire closure of the sale, and as well who are helping us in terms of conveyancing and so on. Yes.
Okay. So very well answered. In terms of sustainability practices, what have you factored in that regard to the various projects that you have in different parts of the country?
Okay. Remember I mentioned that we have certain design principles, and this program has been in place since 2018. So there have been quite key learnings and improvements over time. We have optimized our designs. Currently, we are ensuring that one, all our developments are energy efficient. We look at issues of, in terms of design, ensuring that our projects, we take into consideration a lot of natural lighting. We ensure that there is proper ventilation. You don't want children getting crickets or, respiratory issues and so on. We ensure that there are adequate green spaces. We ensure that common areas are run by solar, looking forward, we are looking also into wastewater management.
Yes.
Water harvesting, especially even, our funds also take into consideration development of markets and so on. We're doing water harvesting in those areas. So there's quite a lot. Our developments as well are, they are being kitted with LPG gas, just to ensure that as one of the ways to ensure we are sustainable. So there are quite a number of measures that we have taken into consideration in terms of design and our developments.
Brilliant, very well answered. Now, given this is a government initiative, are you seeing impact in the various areas you set up your projects?
A lot of impact. I mean, I'm sure you've probably seen videos out here, Kenyans who are posting clips and so on. One, we have, through these developments, we've created over 250,000 jobs, both direct and indirect. You're having plumbers here, you're having your fundis there, you're having your electricians there. We have the professionals, you have your architects there, your planners there. So there is quite a number that in terms of jobs creation that is going in. There's also a lot of economic impact out here, maybe not really measured, but we have the persons who are supplying these materials. We're ensuring that within where these projects are being developed, you're sourcing the materials locally, unless where they are either not available or locally is quite expensive. In terms of labor, we're ensuring that the labor, especially the manual labor, is from the local area. We have about 97 products which have been ring-fenced for Jua Kali. So far, we've already activated about 3 of them. So all our fabricated windows, doors, curtain rods are all being done by Jua Kali associations, who we are helping, one, to corporatize. We are helping them in terms of training, certification, and so on. In terms of indirect jobs, you find that you have your mamas who are selling ujis to the workers, you have your boda guy who's running errands here and there, So there is quite a lot of impact in terms of these developments.
Okay. Your favorite project?
Do I have a favorite? Actually, I have thought about that, because even I, as a Kenyan, am eligible for one unit.
Absolutely.
And I'm sort of spoiled for choice based on which project to select. I may not say I have a favorite, and this is because I have been in this space and I have toured quite a number of the projects, and our designs are standardized, our projects are standardized. So they're all good. It's just a matter of your preferred location. Okay. Yes.
Future plans for the Affordable Housing Board?
The board or the program?
Oh, the program.
Oh, the program.
Yes.
The board, because the mandate is the same, unless over time it changes. It would be just to do our job.
Yes.
But in terms of the program, we do have a target of 200,000 units per year for the next 5 years. So one is to ensure that that is done. We want to move mortgages from 30,000 to 1 million over the same 5 years. We want to do over 400 markets over the same 5 years. So there's quite a lot. We are looking on ensuring that we continue improving our designs, just ensuring that we do better to ensure that the persons who are living in those areas live in, livable, nice communities that they enjoy. And at the same time, we are looking towards just expanding the program from undertaking single projects to putting up cities, So there is quite a lot that is coming, very huge vision, but we are on track and we've started well.
No, well done.
Thank you.
Now, somebody's wondering how they can reach out to you. How do they do that?
So there are various ways to reach us at the board.
Yes.
One, you can write to us through support at bomayangu.go.ke. You can also call us on 0700 832 832 or 0739 832 832. We also have, as I'd mentioned, if you want to own a home, ensure you log on to www.bomayangu.go.ke, or you can as well use the USSD code of *832#. In addition, we've put out a total of 4,888 units currently for sale, and we'll be allocating these homes over the month, starting the month of May. So I'd wish to really encourage Kenyans to come on to Bomayangu platform and select a home. This is the ripe time to do this. Yes.
Thank you very much, Sheila. Thank you for coming on board.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have had you.
Thank you.
Super. Thank you for joining us today. A heartfelt thank you to Sheila, the dynamic CEO of the Affordable Housing Board, for sharing her insights and vision. It's truly inspiring to see the government's commitment to creating affordable housing solutions for everyone. We hope you feel empowered to explore these opportunities. Until next time on Property Focus, keep striving for your dream home. My name is Peter Ngigi.